And I'm like, oh, hey, so-and-so, hey, I haven't seen you in a week. Like, come give me a hug. He's like, who are you? I was like, you brat! Oh my god, we just spent months together. What do you mean, who am I? Starting again. One of these days we're gonna get down. What did my mom say? That we needed like a shtick or like some kind of send off.
Yeah.
What did she say? It's like, I'm Danielle and I'm Mary Grace. What, like some kind of like
corny.
So corny. I was like, Mom, we don't do that.
We
don't do that. Oh, good gracious, Julie. But we're back at it. So shalom, shalom. Welcome back to my aunt's attic. This is same day. Part 2. I don't know. Wait for it.
Rat.
Nope, it got locked down.
Wrestling.
Nope. I'm wrestling it. Oh, wait. Gosh, it's not happening.
You can't just make it happen?
No, because I can tell it's going to be one of those like really gross gurgly ones, and it's going to sound...
Don't upset me. I hate burps, though. That's so gross.
That's really gross. Well, we're over here chugging water and everything. It's going to happen.
Oh, actually, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
You took like 3 big sips of water.
Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be okay. We need to move on because that's actually a really gross conversation. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Okay, wait for it. So you know how we were talking about ASMR a couple episodes ago or whatever. So I still can't stand ASMR, but the satisfying carpet cleaning videos and shout out to SB mowing.
Oh, I love
SB mowing
and SB power washing.
Yes.
Love
those are where it's at. I like the visually satisfying things.
Although I feel like his back has to be absolutely destroyed.
Probably.
Because he shovels up all of that grass like on the sidewalk and stuff. That's exhausting.
Well, the fact that he does all these yards in one go, in one day, well, like, it must be hours.
How he does it.
I don't know how. Like, he doesn't...
He's a good massage therapist.
Probably. hey. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't do ASMR. I do the visually appealing time-lapse videos and stuff.
But does that make you fall asleep?
No. Are they supposed to make you fall asleep? Is that what ASMR is for?
Kind of, yeah.
No.
It's like to calm. But I watch it to fall asleep.
No, to fall asleep, what's it called? Maladaptive daydreaming. Yeah. No, I tell myself bedtime stories.
Like you make up a story?
I make up stories and...
Every night?
Every night.
Every single night?
Right now, I have 2 different... Well, not stories. I have 2 different, like, fan fiction story ideas that I would love to, like, actually write down, but I'm not a writer, so I never actually write them down. I just replay them in my head over and over again. So I have 2 going kind of like, quote, fan fiction stories that I play over in my head every single night.
From the beginning? Every night?
Pretty much.
And do you end up dreaming about them?
Nope. I just think about them until I fall asleep. Every night.
Even if you're super tired, like, say, like, you hit the bed and, like, you're already about to be out, are you doing it anyway?
Yep. Say I'm like, say I finish like reading my book. Like I'm in my living room, I'm reading my book, and I'm starting to get tired. I'm like, okay, time to actually go to bed. So I get myself up, I go to bed. It woke me up a little bit trying to get into my bed. So then I'm like, okay, well, let's scroll through TikTok because that bores me to death. And then it makes me sleepy as well. So once I start to feel myself, okay, I'm getting tired, it's like, okay, story time. I turn off my phone, I tuck myself in, and I start telling myself my story.
That's crazy.
It's story time. And I look forward to that.
That would keep me up, because then I'd be like, and then this happened. Whoa!
But like I said, it is already so fully told that I'm just... Yeah, I know the story already, and maybe I just kind of like... the little hairline details, like I'm like, oh, maybe I'll eventually write it this way.
I think I would
maybe I'll write this description.
Sitting up fully and being like, And then that happened.
Oh, no. That's happened to me when I create a new story and I think of a new detail.
Oops, because you already know it.
But now these two stories I already know. So it's just time for Betty Bye time.
Super weird.
But when I first started creating these stories, I would start thinking about it. I'd start to drift off, think of a new detail. Oh my god, that's so good. And then I'm awake again.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've like full on, you know what maladaptive daydreaming is?
I've never heard of that.
Let me find the exact definition of it. I like my exact definitions. Maladaptive. Learn to type, Danielle, geez. So, according to Wikipedia, learn to speak. Maladaptive daydreaming, also called excessive daydreaming, is when an individual experiences excessive daydreaming that interferes with daily life.
Oh.
It is a proposed diagnosis of a disordered form of dissociative absorption associated with excessive fantasy that is not recognized by any major medical or psychological criteria. So this is the type of daydreaming that it actually gets in the way of you doing whatever you're doing with your life. It plays on your emotions to the point where you're actually like full on acting something out. That happens to me all the time. I'll think of like a story. I'll start thinking of something. I'll start daydreaming about something. I'll play out a scenario in my head. And if it's a sad, I will actively start weeping. I will make myself sad to the point where I will start sobbing. And then I have to wait to go to work because I'm sitting in my car for sobbing.
Issues,
yeah.
Bro. That's crazy.
I never said I didn't have issues. But yeah, no, it's excessive daydreaming.
Wow.
It can cross into being really unhealthy.
We getting there, you think?
Oh, we fully done and dusted that line, dude.
That's wild. Have you heard of that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever had it?
Can I sit?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Do you have any updates on your sleep paralysis?
I knew that was going to come up. I tried Googling it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, what type? Because I was like, this isn't what normal sleep paralysis be. Like, this isn't what you hear of. So I tried Googling it, and it was, after like 20 minutes of straight Google, it was no help. So I got
you got cancer.
I think you just have a demon.
Yeah, but my demon, I don't know.
Because I feel like most people, when they have sleep paralysis, like, they can't move, and they look in the corner, and there's, like, a shadow figure. And then they just have to, like, wait
Here
it
it
out
is.
for, like, 2 hours.
I thought that was your impression of the demon.
It's like, you just have, like, your friends visit you.
Yeah,
and hang
maybe
out
my
with
friends
you
are
when
the
you're trying
demons.
to sleep. Maybe.
Probably.
Speaking
Weird.
of demons, though, I've been watching a whole lot of Sam and Colby. You guys watch them?
You showed them to me.
Oh, I love Sam and Colby. They're, like, the internet's best ghost hunters. YouTube's best.
I really want her to watch that one.
Danny Gonzalez.
Yes, I really want her to watch that. Maybe I should show it to you after we record this. It's so funny.
I don't know. I love Sam and Colby, though, and I've been behind a few videos, so I, like, watched a bunch back to back. They can get kind of creepy and everything. Like, they actually catch some pretty compelling evidence. But I just really respect those guys, because they've been doing this for a really long time. They bring on different guests. They do different challenges. They do different rituals, whatever. Definitely don't recommend doing any of the things they do, because they touch on some really sketchy subjects and everything. But anyway, they had this one guy do this challenge where they put him in a straitjacket and put him in a pitch black basement that's like super haunted, demonic, whatever, by himself, and left him there for like a half an hour. And he came up and he was like, no, that was a lot. And they were so good about it. He was like, okay, I know we kind of had to test the boundaries and everything, but like we probably went a little too far. They apologized to him. And I was like, I have so much respect for them for recognizing like, okay, we pushed it too much. But the guy was like, no, like, I signed up for this kind of thing. It's fine. But like, they apologized, and I'm like, I respect you guys so much. Like, oh my gosh. They're good guys. Everybody watch Sam and Colby.
I can't believe you don't know who Rhett and Link are. Because I feel like you would love them.
I think I've...
Like Good Mythical Morning?
No, maybe not.
I was shocked that Ben knew who they were. I was like, you're not even like cultured like that. I was like, you're not cool like that.
I just think that you would love them.
Agreed.
Well, I just thought about that episode with where they try to get out of the straitjackets. It's really old.
Oh yeah.
But they gave...
Have you ever been straitjacket before?
No.
Dad has.
Oh yeah, Dad had been.
I was never in a straitjacket, but somebody tied the sleeves of my sweatshirt one time like a straitjacket. full on freaked out. I cannot be in confined spaces like that anymore. I'm like, it fully puts me in a panic attack.
Well, there was this one episode of Good Mythical Morning where they, like, were doing a challenge to see if they could get out of one. And one of them, they kind of pranked the one guy because he was in a real straitjacket, whereas the other guy had been rigged. Like, they didn't tie, like, the last piece of it or something, so he would be able to get out of it. But the other guy ended up being able to get out of it.
Oh my god.
So they were really shocked because they didn't think he was going to be able to do it.
Just thinking about that is actually giving me such horrible anxiety right now. It's not even, oh my god.
I don't like it. Straitjacketed.
For the magic
show.
Oh, you remember we were talking about that guy, Leon Etienne, that magician,
Uh-huh.
before he went up? He would come to our library probably once a year, where we lived, and he's actually a really good, like, magician. Like,
Now he's a professional.
legit, yeah. And he would, like, have volunteers, and so our dad...
Every time.
But why was he in a straight, like, did he have to try to get out of it?
I don't
remember what the trick was. I just remember that he was in it.
I don't like it.
I just remember every time he would pick Dad. And I don't know why.
He picked me one time. Did he pick Mom? Have you been up?
He picked everyone but me in the family.
Sorry.
Rejected.
So I gotta go to one of his shows in Vegas.
He's like, that girl has demons. I can't mess with that.
Oh my god.
And then he...
Not in Vegas. He was...
But he's done in Vegas.
Well, probably. I believe that.
I get frustrated with magic shows because I know, like, there's always a way to do it. Like, it's not actual magic or anything, and it really irritates me when I can't figure it out. And I'm like, I know there's a trick. I know that there is a way of going about this and learning how to do it, and I can't figure it out, and it really bothers me.
I like not being able to figure it out.
I hate it. I like knowing things.
And do you watch that show, like Fool Us or whatever with Penn and Teller?
I don't watch it, but I've seen clips.
I don't like that one.
Sorry.
There's it's too much of, like, a drag in between the show. Or in between the tricks.
I loved Piff. Piff the Magic Dragon.
Puff?
No,
Piff.
there's like a comedian or something named Piff, right?
He came out there, he was dressed in a stupid dragon costume.
Yeah.
He had his little, like, chihuahua dog with him and everything. He's like, hi, I'm Piff, the Magic Dragon. You probably know my brother, Steve. Lost it. This whole thing. Like, they were able to figure out his, like, the trick that he did was with a card, and they were like, they had someone pick a card, and he was like, this is it, and it was a totally wrong card. He was like, oh. Okay, no. And then the card dropped down, and he was like, this is it. And he was like, this card is actually... And he did the whole wipe away thing, whatever, and it was actually the card. I don't know. It was really cool. Penn and Teller did know how he did it, and so he didn't make it through. But I was like, let him go through because he was just freaking funny. The
I've
whole
heard
thing
of him,
was
though.
so
I
funny.
feel like he was on America's Got Talent or something like that.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved him. I loved him. He's great.
Ben was doing, like, one of a card
Oh, yeah.
tricks.
Watch him do that.
And the whole time he was like, oh, I just messed up. And he's like, whatever. And then he's like, don't judge me. Like, I haven't done this trick in forever. And then he's like, is this your card? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, is this your card? And I'm like, no. And then I had 6 of hearts. And then he spells out SIXOFHEARTS. And then the next card was the 6 of hearts.
Don't like it.
And I was like...
It was all an act. Like, he was acting like he messed it up.
He was like, oh, I just messed. And he's like fumbling through the cards. And I'm just like...
I hate it. I hate not knowing how to do it. I hate it.
I love magic tricks. I love it. There was this... Oh, so Leon Etienne, anyway. There was this one that he did every year where he had a deck of cards and he had, like, all the kids write, like, their initials on it or something. And then, I forget what the trick was, but he would end up throwing the deck at the ceiling and just that card would stick to the ceiling. But they left them there every year. It was so cool.
He would do
So
like
fun.
a little... and then chuck them.
No, I don't think on America's Got Talent, that they had one of the judges write, I think Heidi, wrote her name on the top of one of the cards, put it back in the deck, shuffled it, did all his tricks and everything. His partner had his, like, whole face duct taped, and then at the end of the trick, unduct taped his entire face, and the card was in his mouth with her signature on it. And I'm like... I would rather die than not know what the answer... And I'm like, it's driving me crazy to this day. I still don't know. And I just...
I can't figure any of them out.
I hate it. I hate not knowing. I've said it 6 times, but it's that I emphatically hate not knowing how to do it.
I would like to see, like, close-up magic. Like, I think that would be cool.
I ruined this one. my god.
What?
Where were we at? We were at some amusement park. Universal, SeaWorld, something. I
Those are
forget.
very different.
I know. We were at some Universal Disney, I don't know. But
one of them.
there was
Six Flags.
there was like a little it was like a special effects, like a behind the special effects of different movies and everything. So we got a whole rundown on that, and then afterwards there was like a little magic show that this guy was putting on to advertise different magic toys that you could basically buy, and he was showing like this levitating ball that, you know, it was out in front of his face, and like he was levitating, his hands were all around it to show that there was no strings, and I kind of ruined it for him. I didn't mean to, but I'm a stupid kid, and I just kind of shouted out, "The string was between his teeth! The string was between his teeth! Did you see? He put up a..." And like some other people were like hearing me, and he glared at me, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin it for everybody." But I got so excited because I figured out how he did it. I saw him, like, there was a really, really thin, like, fish line wire that he would put between his teeth, and it would stick out in front of him, and then he would do the whole look like it was rotating around so there was no line above him or a string. But I was like, it was between his teeth!
You ruined it.
I ruined it. Sorry. I just got excited because I knew. I was able to figure it out.
You know how I would go to Steubenville every summer for the Christian camp?
Did I know that?
Well, now you knew.
Oh, okay.
Every
Now you knew.
year in high school, I would go to, like, for like a 3-day camp in Steubenville. And they would have like all these like really inspirational like talks, and they had people, like, every day there was like mass, and then like a speech, and then like a prayer, and then like a song, and then like a concert, and then like a speech. Anyway, one year I went, and then there was just like a long time we were just like sitting around, and there wasn't anything, and then all of a sudden there was a magician.
There was a magician.
And he was really bad.
Aww.
And after the show, I told this story because I met those girls that were like so much taller than me, I think, and I like showed you the picture. I like, took a picture with them.
Yes.
I had to go to the bathroom, couldn't find any. I ended up like in the basement of this building, and there were 2 other girls there, and we were just like laughing our heads off about the whole thing of like how we found these like hidden bathrooms. And I like leave the bathroom, I see the magician like walking the hallway. I was like, oh my god. It was really bad.
That's so
It was just so unrelated, because every event like was related. Like there would be like a theme of the weekend. So say the theme was like, I don't know, they were kind of corny. The theme is like believe, or like inspire, or like whatever.
Just different adjectives.
So then they would have like a women's speech, and there'd be it would just
it's
be
coming out now. I drank too much water.
That's crazy. There would be like a women's speech, and then they would separate the guys and the girls, or there would be like a speech about drugs, or a speech about da-da. But then there was just a magician.
It's just a random magician. I'm so upset. You should have come just a little bit further, come to St. Clairsville, and gone to the Friends Church Vacation Bible School.
Yeah, okay.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, okay.
Why?
No.
Why? It was so fun. I loved Vacation Bible School.
I hate vacation Bible.
Oh, you didn't go to a good one then. Mine was great.
No, I didn't go to one when I was little. The kids that did go to them would bully me.
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh no.
you just went to Bible school, what are you doing? And then I had to volunteer. And then all the other volunteers sucked. So then I'd always have to help the little boys go to the bathroom. And I'm like, why am I in charge of that?
Why did you put JP in charge of that?
JP sucked. I'll be so honest. JP sucked.
Sorry.
Wah, wah.
But I remember they were like, oh, we're doing bathroom breaks, and I had to do it. And I asked one of the boys to like help me so that we could have like girl and boy. And then they just dipped, and then I just hear help, help, help the boys' bathroom. And I walk in, and he's holding himself, and I'm just like, you okay, bud? And he's like, I don't know how to do that.
Oh god! How did he get sent there and he didn't know how to use the bathroom by himself?
So then I'm like, I don't even know what I did. I was like, you got it. Like, now you just zip up your pants.
You got it.
And then he's like, I don't know how to wash my hands. And I was like,
Oh, good lord.
Oh my god, isn't that a requirement? Like,
Yeah.
Like, to go into, like, preschool, though, you have to be potty trained?
Not anymore.
yeah, and guess what?
What?
Not anymore. My friend, or Natalie, you know Natalie, She's a pre-K teacher, and they revoked the rule that you have to be potty trained, and she said she spends the majority of her day changing diapers.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
His twin sister also didn't know how to wash her hands and also needed help pulling up her pants. And I was like, also, it's exposing.
I remember I was in elementary school.
Teacher.
I was in elementary school one time, and while I could go to the bathroom by myself and wash my hands and everything, I couldn't get the button on my jeans buttoned. I just it wasn't working. My little baby hands couldn't get the really tough button on there, so I was in the bathroom for like way too long until my teacher finally came to rescue me. It's like, I can't get it. Yeah. So I've been there.
That reminds
I've been
me
there.
of
My pants exploded.
I was gonna say that reminds you when your pants exploded.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
See, when I was a kid, I was really susceptible to being embarrassed, but I wasn't embarrassed. I don't remember being embarrassed. I remember it being really funny.
Own up to it. Yeah. Own it. Claim it. You know what? You were talking about helping like kids when you're not really so. I remember when I was tech crew for the middle school play, they were doing Annie, and I was in high school. It was a middle school play, but the boys all had actual tuxedos. Like, our director rented tuxedos for these kids to play with, like, the butler and whatever. And so, obviously, they needed to keep these tuxedos nice for the entire duration of the show, but they're middle school boys. They're going to be completely irresponsible with it. And I was in charge of the costumes for the boys. Don't put me in charge of anything, apparently, because I went full dictator on those.
You have to.
I was tyrannical, man, and they feared me. I thrived off of it. But I had them all, because their tuxedos came in their garment bags, and so they were constantly losing their bow ties. And so before and after every single practice and every single show, I would have them line up and show me that they had everything hung up. They had their bow tie in the little pocket that was supposed to be there.
You have
and
to.
After one of the shows, I found a bow tie on the floor, and it set me off, man. I was like, dragon lady. I was like, boys, downstairs, line up, get your garment bags. And they all lined up, and I could see they're quaking in their boots.
No.
I had this bow tie in my back pocket, waiting for the boy who didn't have his. And they're all going, they're doing their check, they got their shirt, they got their suit, they got this, that, and that. And the last boy, because he knew he didn't have his bow tie, he couldn't find it. He was in the back of the line. He comes up. He does the rest of the check. And I'm like, where's your bow tie? He's like, And I'm like, I know. I have it. Put it away. It was awful.
That's
They hated
crazy.
me. Oh, my gosh. But no, there was one kid. Oh, he was so cute. He had one line in the entire show. So, have you guys seen Annie? You know? In the beginning, when she's like, would you like to make a donation to the orphans picnic, blah, 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 the apple seller gives her an apple. When's the picnic? Right as soon as I take a bite. Anyway, he was the apple seller. And this kid, I don't know why, but he felt like he needed to, make me love him or something. I don't know. Every time he would come off the stage, he's like, did you see it, Danielle? How'd I do? And I'm like, you did great, Seth. It was a wonderful line. And he was just so cute about it and everything. But then the other kid who was playing Rooster, he had multiple. He was a butler, and so he had to quickly change into his Rooster outfit, and so I had to help him get everything ready, and it was ridiculous. So obviously, I'm spending a lot of time with this other kid, and we kind of hit it off well too. Like, we kind of became, I don't know, if mentor mentee was the right thing or whatever, but spent a lot of time with him, talked to him, and then kind of became a friend and everything. Right after the show was over. Like, I'm talking maybe a week after the show ended and everything, I saw him in the gravel pit waiting for his older sister, who was actually in my grade, but he was standing by the car, and I'm like, oh, hey, so-and-so, hey, I haven't seen you in a week, like, come and give me a hug. He's like, who are you? I was like, you brat! Oh my god, we just spent months together, what do you mean, who am I? And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go, okay. That one hurt.
He used you.
Yeah, yes he did. I did all that work. I spent all that time making sure that he had smooth transitions for his show. Who are you? Oh, you brat.
Oh my god.
While the kid that had one line and I didn't have to worry about at all. His graduating day was a good friend of mine.
Oh.
When I was working at the bookstore, he would always come in, Danielle, hey. He would bring his friends to people always said he had a crush on me or whatever, and I'm like, okay, he's middle school, I'm high school, but whatever. But yeah. Loved him. Screw that other kid. Whatever.
For real.
Who are you?
See, there's me being nice again, because I would never say, who are you? I would just be like, hi. Even if I didn't know.
Yeah, nope, that was not him. That's just rude.
This one time when I was in high school, what was it, the homecoming dance? I was moonwalking.
Oh.
And this other, like, older guy was also moonwalking, and so we were just, like, moonwalking together. I had no idea who he was. And I had no friends who were seniors, so at CBA, they do, like, a senior, what do you call it, the walkthrough, which is the dumbest, like, yank out your emotion kind of thing. Like, don't you hate when people just try to make you emotional, like, on purpose? Like, okay, this is what they would do. Is they would have all the seniors line up, and then you have to walk through them.
The seniors
Oh yeah, I had to do that for massage
everybody's
therapy school.
crying, and I'm just like, what's the point of this? So I'm walking through, I don't know anybody. So it's so awkward, because I'm just like, hi. And everybody's just like crying. And I'm just like, I don't know any of you. But I saw that guy that I was moonwalking with, so I gave him a hug. And I like took a picture with him.
We had to
Here's
do
the
that for
one I know.
massage therapy school. But the problem
so
was
dumb.
the graduating class of my massage therapy school consisted of my portion, which was the 6-month accelerated program, the 12-month day program, and the 15-month night program. All of us were graduated. I only worked with the few that I actually was in class with, but we were graduating with the 15-monthers as well. And so we were doing the whole lineup thing, and like everyone's cheering and clapping, and we're supposed to compliment each other and whatever. And I'm like, you're great. I don't know who you are, but I'm like, you're great. Good job. Like,
Yeah.
it was so awkward. I'm like, and it wasn't there wasn't a lot of us. It wasn't like a graduating whole, it was just a few of us. And so like, if you didn't say anything, people knew that you weren't saying something. So I had to say something. It was awkward. It was very awkward. I don't know.
I had fun at our graduation because I actually knew everybody around me.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really
I'll
fun.
still never get over whoever was taking us to our seat. There was no rehearsal for our graduation.
Yeah,
We
that
went to our
had
seat
me
and she was like, you guys can
freaked.
sit down. You guys can sit down. So me and the few other people who were like at the first seats started sitting down. Nobody else did, so we had to awkwardly stand back up. I was like, why did you tell me to sit and we weren't supposed to sit? Ugh, that
We
was
should
awful.
have had a rehearsal because of what happened. Me being the first person to walk across the thing, didn't know where I was going. Did you witness, like, do you remember this? Oh, because you were on you didn't see it. So the woman who, like, was walking, okay, remember there were, like, 2 women that looked exactly the same? Did you notice that too? Or was it someone else? Maybe it was Tori or someone with me.
I don't know.
There were 2 women, like, walking us to our seats and, like, coordinating, and they could have been, like, they were the same person in different fonts, basically. Like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
They had, like, the same haircut and everything. So one of them walked us up to the stage right before we were supposed to walk across, and I was like, okay, so I just shake their hand, and then I keep going, and then she's like, yep, just, and then walk right across. I'm like, okay. So I walked across to the other side, but you're supposed to walk down the middle. And then they took your picture on the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
I walked to the other side
yeah.
where I was greeted by the other line of people who are going to be coming across. And I'm like, excuse me, like, get out of my way. Why is this full? And they're like, it wasn't designed for 2 lanes. But I know, I just squeezed my way through them. And I walked.
I didn't see any of this. Oh my god. I think
because I was the very first
and
person.
I was like the third.
Yeah.
And so I think I was more concerned about what I was doing and making it. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that's so freaking funny.
We have a video of it somewhere.
Oh, that's so funny.
It looks natural though, because in every other world, you walk across the stage.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they call it? Like, walking across the stage?
Well, it's usually an on-ramp and an off-ramp kind of thing.
there were 3 ramps.
Yeah, there was a lot going
And you
on.
chose the
Did you have your picture taken, like, on the stairs?
I think if you had family or something.
Oh, I feel like, or maybe there was, like, just a camera pointed there, and then people were, like, posing.
I think people would stop there to give their family an opportunity to
Probably.
take a picture. But I don't remember
like,
if
the
I
screen.
stopped or not. But
Yeah, I didn't do that.
yeah, that's awkward. Sucks for you.
I think
sucks.
I think rehearsals for everything is important. Because at the one that I went to for the volleyball girls, they all threw their caps when they weren't supposed to.
Ooh.
And then the guy was like, no, don't throw them. And they're all just, and then he's like, don't throw them yet. Like, it's not time yet.
Too late.
And then
Yikes.
he's like, now you can all throw your caps. And then no one did.
Someone had their cap left.
But everyone's still. Then after everyone threw them, they're all like moving as he's still talking to go grab their caps. So they all had them again.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, now you can throw them. 2 people did. I was like,
That happened to my friends at her wedding. It was a long Catholic wedding. I've never really been to a Catholic wedding. I didn't know the routine. Apparently she didn't either. Her new husband didn't know the routine either because they ended up kissing when they weren't supposed to.
They don't say it.
They don't say. And so the priest or whoever, he was just like, no, you guys couldn't hold off, couldn't wait. No, okay. And then they laughed about it, continued on with the ceremony, and then he's like, okay, now you can go ahead and kiss. And I was like, oh, that's so awkward. It was more of a joke, like, oh, you guys can wait. Like, it was a joke, but like,
I wouldn't have said anything.
it was so awkward. But like, did nobody rehearse this? Like, what?
Yeah, like, because our cousin got married, 2 weeks ago? And what was it that he said right before they kissed? It's not obvious that that's the point that they're married. Because it's just, like, kind of like a mass.
Mm-hmm.
He says something, like, that kind of alludes to it, and then they just, like, kind of kissed, and then they moved on.
that was a quick kiss, too.
It's not supposed to be a makeout
You
session.
wanted
No.
something with a little more spice on it?
No, I just looked over, and then it was over. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, everyone agreed. I don't think the photographer even got it.
No.
I did see a video that is supposed to say 3 Mississippi. To get a good photo, you got to do 3 Mississippi. Anything
3
shorter than
Mississippi is a long
that's
kiss.
a long time. It's a long time.
For just to hold still
Yeah.
is awkward.
Yeah. That's why I don't kiss. I think it's gross.
That's why?
That's why.
Because
That
of the
and
Mississippi
10,000 other reasons why I don't kiss. Yeah. Not
Yeah, because
interested.
you don't be flossing your teeth with your water.
Do you still use our water flosser?
No.
I had a
Why?
feeling
I
you
just
didn't.
floss with a floss.
I do both.
Wow.
I feel like I'm gonna get gum recession though. I feel like sometimes it's a bit much.
I have gum recession on one tooth. I can't figure out why.
Mm.
Yeah, look. This one is like pointy. Super pointy.
Wait,
This one is not.
side note. Is your canine, my left canine is sharp and then my right one is rounded.
I was just about to
The
say I'm
same.
obsessed with my canines.
Yeah, you got good ones.
Mhm.
Good shape.
I can feel it. This
Oh,
one's
yeah.
sharp, this one's not.
Wait, it's not sharp at all.
Let me see.
Wow. It's like actually square.
Oh my god.
Wait, I didn't.
We should file it.
No, but I like the
Into a point?
Yeah.
That people are doing that now.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to
Adding-
sharpen mine.
You can add.
Wait, you're right. It's
Like-
really.
It's square.
This one's like sharp
it's
too.
flat on the bottom.
This one's really sharp and this one's.
But I would have never noticed.
You both have such nice teeth.
I never had braces. I never
Rub
did.
it in.
I never did them braces.
Are you ever gonna?
No.
I thought there was like talk of that.
Because they kind of straighten themselves out a little more.
That's
I
nice.
still have my bottom brace.
Permanent.
Permanent retainer. I've got 3 of my 4 wisdom teeth. Even with my permanent retainer, though, these teeth are still crooked, which I actually don't mind at all.
They're good.
The way they sit is perfectly fine.
I just wanted braces to like straighten them up a little bit more. And then I went and they were like, oh, so we actually need to fix your overbite. And I was like, no, I don't care about your overbite. Like, it's not, no. It's like 0.1 overbite. Like, why are we worrying about this?
I complained so much about when I needed to get braces. Because I told my mom, I don't care, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't mind. She's like, no, trust me, you're going to mind when I was older. And thank God she made me get braces because I look back at pictures now and I'm like, snaggletooth, what the frick would you do? My 2 front teeth were, if I bit into an apple, they were angled like this. It was awful.
Oh, wow.
It was horrendous.
Wow.
Yeah, I look back, it was like, oh yeah, snarl
I had a
tooth.
gap. My teeth were just like. Eh.
I mean, a lot of fixed her
Overbite.
gap.
What?
You don't remember that trend? It was, I don't want to call it a trend, but it was just the thing everybody kept saying. It was like an obsessive saying. Oh my god, Demi Lovato fixed her gap. Gap.
It irks me
I fixed
when
my
people
gap.
don't wear their retainers.
Oh!
And then you can tell. No, like when you can tell, like, oh, they don't wear their retainers. I hate
What do you mean you can tell?
Because their teeth shift. Like the
Like
girl
over
that
time you notice.
she doesn't wear her retainer, and her teeth look like her gap came back, and they're like crooked, and she looks like
Booty.
yeah.
I don't wear my retainer on a regular basis. I'll start to wear it when I can feel that this tooth starts to shift forward a little bit. Like, oh, time to put it back in.
Why do they
Yeah,
move?
that's fine.
Bro,
That's
why do
fine.
they love to move?
But this girl hasn't worn them for forever, and you can tell. And I'm like, you don't look as. She's already not cute.
She
I
doesn't
already
look
have
as
beef with her.
demure.
She doesn't look as demure.
My retainer is the same one. This is so disgusting. The same one I've had since like sophomore year of high school.
Why not?
Because it technically doesn't actually fit anymore. But I don't have dental insurance. I don't have a dentist. I don't
Why
have an
does it matter?
orthodontist. So I'm still wearing the same one that I'm.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Save the planet. Whatever.
What?
Whatever. Where's that from?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I think it's from South Park.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
Oh my god! You killed Kenny.
Just the grapevine. That's my favorite. I think.
Oh my giddy aunt. There was one other thing. Oh, we're gonna back it up real quick. This was the last thing I had on my podcast
I
topics
love
for the
that
week.
sign, by the way. For like back.
Is that it? Oh, she did do that a lot. Oh, I loved it. Yes.
You never knew what that meant?
No, it's just now. No, I knew what she was doing, but then when you just did it, I was like, "Is that a sign?" I totally forgot for a second, and then they cued in. Okay. We're gonna back it up a little bit to the ASMR thing, the visually pleasing things, the styrofoam wire cutting. Have you seen videos of that?
I like the grid.
It's the grid of
When
wire,
they drop it.
and then it like cubes of styrofoam. Love it.
Do
I
like
could
that.
watch that all day long.
Don't like when you can tell that the wire's losing heat, though.
Where
Or,
it
like,
takes
the
too long
knife
and
or
gets
whatever it is. I don't like that.
I don't like when they put the styrofoam on crooked, and they can see the crooked. It's gotta be perf.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm also a pretty big fan of the hydraulic press, as long as it's good. I can't stand the videos where they have like an intermix of good and bad hydraulic press things. Give me all the good. I don't want anything but good.
I like the candles and then they come out of the...
Those are a little too stiff for me. I like the stacks of plates that crunch down. I do like that.
I
That
don't
is
like
very
when it's aggressive.
well. If it's slow
I
enough,
don't like when it's aggressive.
I don't like when it like explodes out. I want like Play-Doh where it like curls and does the.
Playing cards are good.
No, those.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I want it to be a cascade.
There's
Of something.
There's a girl on TikTok, and she speaks in a British accent, and she's like,
Amy.
"Oh no, that was horrific."
Amy is the criteria. If Amy is good with it, then
Do I know
we're all
who
good
that
with
is?
it. Yeah, she's the curly haired. She is.
Is that the lady... Wait. Ayume?
Is that how you say it? I don't think that's how you say it. I thought it was Amy.
And she has had that whole thing with that guy recently? Yeah!
Are those eggs or marshmallows?
Ayame?
Absolutely yes. Fantastic.
She had that thing with
yeah,
that guy
that's good.
recently.
That
That's
the plates. I love it.
Wait, give me your phone.
This is lovely, this actually.
Oh.
Ah, little plate crust.
Hold on.
Love.
Ayame?
Yuval is
And
the
Yuval.
guy. Yuval.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I thought her name was Amy.
It's not Amy.
Who's you all?
There's no way. It's not spelled anything like Amy. How
I thought I heard Yuval say Amy one time. I could be completely pulling this out of my butt. I have no idea.
Out.
Reginald. What is it? How do you pronounce it? No? Quiet today?
Hard
Okay.
days for me. My
I'm trying to find someone talking about her.
For all of you who are just tuning in to the Ayame, Yuval, and Oliver.
Okay.
Ayame?
Ayame? Sure. I don't know.
Pull up Yuval. Who is
Amy.
this?
How do you spell it?
Ayame with the accent on it.
Oh, so in my head, I must have missed the middle A there.
Me. No, that's crazy. I hate when people mess with the spelling of names like that. When it's like Haley and it's like
Lay.
HAIGHLEIGH.
I
I
met
hate
a,
when people do
I
that.
met a girl named Rachel, spelled RACHAEL. Like Rachel.
Like
I know several people who. Yeah.
Oh, here's
hate
one that I saw
that.
recently.
Cut that
Olivia.
out.
ALIV or whatever. Instead of Olivia, it was Olivia with an A.
Olivia.
You don't know
not
about this
Olivia.
whole thing with
Oh.
Yuval?
Let me see Yuval.
I knew they were like doing a thing.
Isn't she like in a relationship though?
I thought with him.
No. He does this thing where there's a whole video. Someone posted a video about the whole
I
situation.
thought they were together.
Not really. I think it's just like PR. But doesn't he do his account is like he can tell where people are based on like he can figure out what hotel they're in or something.
Oh, they give like a screenshot and he can pinpoint.
Yeah. So
he just said my first
she
date.
was like, "Where am I?" And he was like, "You're." And he figured it out and he's like, "See you soon" or something. And then it's just been like a back and forth like flirty videos of like her being like, "Find out where I am," and he's like, and he does.
Creepy.
And then they met in real life. But I think that she's had a boyfriend this whole time.
Well,
I think.
This video says my first date.
But it says first date.
I have no idea. I don't follow any. I've just seen the occasional plate hydraulic press video and I enjoy it thoroughly.
She talks through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's the criteria on it. Like, everybody knows that
She's always right.
Yeah, she's always right. And then they do new, like, okay, we have to show, here's a new hydraulic video. Has she seen it? Yeah, we got to get her take on it. And, like, everyone sends it her way.
That's funny.
She's become the authority on it. There was something else I was going to say, and now I've forgotten it.
Are you on Chaperone yet? What?
The name thing? You don't like how you spell? So, sorry if you don't want this said. I'm going to say it anyway. You know what? I'm not going to say who it is. Other than her name is Brooklyn.
Oh, God.
Brooklynne.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. The whole thing.
That's
So
terrible.
long. I mean, if you spell that Brookel. You know, I'm doing that and I forgot to count. I'm spelling it out. I was trying to count at the same time I was spelling.
Why do some people spell Megan with an H in there?
Meghan. MEAGHAN. Murder me.
Megan.
I'm currently on the Irish people and their names.
I like
the,
those.
I love that.
Okay,
That's
I want to
different.
talk about the famine.
What?
More importantly, Ireland.
The famine.
Mhm.
We were in slavery.
I want to.
I am
talk
obsessed.
about Ireland.
I am obsessed with the Irish name Siobhan.
Siobhan.
S-I with the little thing. O-B. Is it H-A-N or just A-N?
I think it's H.
H-A-N? Obsessed with it. It's Siobhan. I'm obsessed with it.
It's always to this sound.
Talk about Ireland.
Oh.
Specifically,
Yeah, I want to talk about the famine.
About
And then that's
I've
it.
seen that.
You know what else? Oh, I'm recording it, so I can't do it.
What is it?
There was a video. It made me laugh so hard. Can I?
Turn it on her
I
phone.
don't-
Is it on TikTok?
Yeah. But I don't know what to search.
Well, tell us about it.
It's this. Someone is calling you.
Should we put it on the podcast?
Sure.
Hi, Mimi. You're on speakerphone. You're talking to the podcast.
Oh, hi, podcast. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay.
She's on her way home. I don't know why she always does this. Yeah, she always calls us on her way home to tell us stuff that she could just tell us in 5 minutes.
That's so cute.
I am cute.
Self-aware.
Yeah. Anybody need anything on my way home?
No.
No. Okay, see you a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh my god.
That was so
that
cute.
was high pitched.
That was so cute. But no, the video that I'm thinking about is I don't know if it was a speech. I don't know if it was a presentation of something, but they're saying stupid words, but then I don't know if it's the title of the building, the program, the person, I don't know. But it sounded very melodic. And so it was this guy, like, dancing to the words, which were XXX, check mark, check mark, check mark, because the way it sounded, none of this is making sense. I have to just show it.
I don't have any clue what you're talking about.
I have no idea. I don't know how to.
Check mark,
you know what? I'm gonna stop my recording because it's that important. That I find this. I'm gonna stop the recording.
How are you gonna find it though? Like
I have it saved.
Oh.
But I have to stop my recording.
That's fine.
To play it on my TikTok. Wait for it. Why is this not working? I was laughing so hard at like midnight last night.
Wait, turn it.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice.
Oh, he's gonna know.
We now turn to the
Yes, I've seen that.
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique Cardinale.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah, you did not describe that at all. The Oratrice Mécanique Cardinale. What is that?
The judgment.
I don't know what it is, but it makes me laugh so hard.
I just can't remember it. The Oratrice Mécanique Cardinale. What is that?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh my
I
god.
have seen that. I was never gonna get there based on what you said. Oratrice Mécanique Cardinale.
It's the X's and check mark. It just got me. Oh my god. Oh, that made me so happy. Oh my god. Okay. Beginning my recording. Oh my god. Oh, that's some funny stuff.
That's fine. We can just leave out
Woo.
if you want.
Yeah, okay. That works.
We should probably wrap up anyway.
What other good ones do we got?
TikTok?
Yeah.
This isn't real, but
Oh
we're testifying.
my. Demure. I guess that's a new thing that I have not heard of before.
Ugh, one of my
People
favorite.
are already overdoing it.
Yeah, one of my favorite TikToks, but I can't find it anymore. It's like literally 5 seconds long. It's these like 3 guys in a hospital room, and the one guy is like standing and he's like ready, and it's like, you know that song Boom Clap or whatever.
Sure.
Like boom,
Clap.
boom,
The sound
boom,
of my
clap.
heart, the beat goes on and on and on.
And the song starts with boom, 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 clap. It's this one guy sitting on the hospital bed, and then one guy's standing there, and he just goes, boom, 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 clap, and that's the whole TikTok. And I literally, I love it, but I can't find
Do you
it.
think they took it down?
Probably, because I went through like all my favorites and stuff. I can't find it. But it's just, that's the whole TikTok is just, ready? Boom, boom.
That's hilarious.
Boom, clap.
Oh
miss it.
man.
Oh my god, remember our favorite TikTok used to be that video of Mike Wazowski and the I'm like a bear.
What?
It was like some animation website, and it had like Mike Wazowski and Kermit the Frog, and they're like dancing like all in like a weird AI, like weird animated way. And the song is I'm Like a Bird, and it had like probably 37 likes.
I don't remember this at all.
Mario, what you doing with
With
my spaghetti taco?
Wow.
That was another one. It was a YouTube video.
No, one of my absolute favorites is the Nightcore does what it what. You haven't read it, so you won't get it.
What is it?
So you know the guy who does the edits, he dances, but he does himself in different outfits, and then he edits it all together so it looks like a group of him doing the dance. Do you know what I'm talking about?
You do.
No,
You
I
do.
mean, I like understand what you're saying. I just can't. I don't know. Who it is.
Okay, so he does that, and then you haven't read the books, but the Night Court does what it wants. They live by their own codes, their own corrupt morals. They're all sadistic killers. And then it's just this group of dancers that are like, this is actually what they're doing.
Oh, that's.
I think it's this. These guys.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's just, the one guy does a bunch of the different outfit dances, and I love it. I don't know.
Have you read It Ends With Us?
No,
Because I haven't, but I just saw the movie.
I've read exactly one Colleen Hoover book, and it was one too many.
Yeah, that's apparently the best one. That's what everyone says.
I'm
It's
sorry,
not the
but
least
no.
like, smart.
Have you finished watching Avatar?
No, I've only watched the 2 episodes with you.
Oh my gosh! What? What about the no, you suck.
I haven't watched anything.
I haven't either. I haven't watched anything because hockey season's not on yet. I want hockey back. Meh.
I just don't like TV.
I don't either.
Don't like movies.
I told myself I was gonna watch. I keep wanting to call it "Oh My Darling." Don't worry, darling.
Mhm.
I was gonna do that, but then I watched Sam and Colby instead.
I feel like you would really like Danny Gonzalez. Like, I just feel like he's your, like, type of, like, kind of millennial humor. Not like super millennial, but you know what I mean. On a cusp.
Okay.
But he did this one, like, ghost hunting video where he, like, tried to do, like, a ghost hunt and, like, failed, but it was so funny.
Well, I don't know. I really, really. I hope this doesn't come across as creepy, because it's not that. I just have so much respect for Sam and Colby, because they're like, what am I, 28? So they're like probably like 26, 27 or something like that. They're only a couple years younger than me. But they have found the perfect combination between being really respectful and serious about what they're doing while also having a very good time.
Mm-hmm.
They have such a good mix of it because they bring on different guests. They're able to laugh and joke and have a good time. But then when they're actually doing their investigation, when they're listening to the tour guides or the people, the owners of the different houses or complexes that they're visiting, they are really respectful. They listen. They do their research. They have like the way they edit their videos is it takes it out of the video where they're explaining the history of different places, and they go into detail about it. They really respect the people who have died. They respect how they died and everything. Before and after all the investigations, they make it a point like, hey, we're just here to talk to you. They don't vandalize anything. They never vandalized anything, even when it was just them exploring abandoned buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Before the whole ghost thing, they would just go around to abandoned places, and the only thing they would do would leave, they had explore stickers, and they would just leave a sticker somewhere. Just one sticker. And that's it. Whereas a lot of times, you know, they go to these places that have been horrifically vandalized, but even in vandalized and decrepit buildings, they still respect it. And I've always appreciated that about them. And now that they're really getting into, as close to professional as you... Well, actually, they probably are professional. I mean, they do get paid for it. Anyway, I'm talking in circles. But like I said, they're actually talking to the people who live these things. They interview people. They take it really seriously. But then, like I said, they can still have fun with it. They're still basically kids just having a good time doing what they love to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really respect that. And they're so good about it. And I hope they never change. I would love to see them do more anthropological studies and like go to different cultures and really get to know people. Because they did, I know I've talked about this before, they did a whole series on Chernobyl. Mm-hmm. They went there, they interviewed people, they found the history, and it was so good. I would really like if they did more of that. I love the paranormal ghost hunting, whatever. But you can only do it so much because you're only ever going to know so much.
Mm-hmm.
That is a realm that we will never fully understand. So you're never going to get flat out answers on it because we're not meant to know the answers to all of that. So I would really like it if they would expand into more cultural studies and whatever. Anyway, I'm talking in circles. I really like them though. So all of that big long-winded way to say, yeah, I'll give anybody a chance, but I highly doubt I'll like them as much as Sam and Colby. Probably won't stick with them as much as I stuck with Sam and Colby.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm still bummed about Cody Co.
Does he not do videos or anything anymore?
He hasn't made a video in a few months.
Yeah. Wah, wah. Yeah.
That's so annoying.
I never watched him, but even I know that was pretty stupid.
I watched him since 2018. It's been a
What
good
year
little
is it?
bit.
2024. Okay, so yeah, you've been with him for a bit. That's
Yeah.
harsh.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of annoyed because, what was he supposed to do other than, like, better himself and, like, now he's married with a kid and a family and doing well? Like, what else
Yeah.
did you want him to do?
Like,
You know
he
what I
did what
mean?
he was supposed to do and become a better person and mature.
Yeah. I don't know what people want. Really.
Yeah. Well, see, that kind of circles all the way back to our original conversation of the pointlessness of people and relationships with people.
Just don't
That's a
leave
harsh
your-
way of
Just
putting.
don't leave your houses.
Yep.
Be hermits.
I'm a big, huge proponent for people minding their own business, staying in their lane, and if that means not talking to people, do that.
Do that. Don't talk to people.
Don't talk to people.
The girl, Tana, I guess canceled. So she's on a podcast with this girl. I think her name's Brooke. I don't know what her last name is. But she, like, basically canceled her co-host and, like, did an episode without her because of some, like, resurfaced tweets from, like, a decade ago that...
That's another thing that really irks me. Excuse me. The whole thing, like, with Kevin Hart. This happened, what, 2 years? Last year, 2 years? Whatever.
I don't
He
think I
was
know about
supposed to host one of the award shows. I forget what, because I don't care. But, like, he was invited to host one of the award shows, and then somebody did a deep dive into his tweets and this and that and the other, and found, was it homophobic tweets? Or I don't know, inappropriate tweets for today's society.
Mm-hmm.
In the realm of where they were tweeted, when they were tweeted, completely and totally normal and nobody had a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But because now society has progressed into a new era, they are suddenly horrible. And, like, he did what he was supposed to do. He apologized, but he said, I'm not going to grovel. I was a different person then.
Yeah.
Society was a different society then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it won't happen now. I'm not that same person anymore. It wouldn't happen again. But they tried to destroy his life. And I'm like, people, what do you want? Like, what do you gain out of destroying someone else? Are you just trying to make yourself feel better about your garbage human self?
Yeah.
Because just because someone else is garbage doesn't mean you're not garbage.
We have all... I feel like you're saying the times were different. I feel like we've all been there.
We were all garbage human beings.
Exactly.
We all made that tweet. Whether it be online, or if it was to someone's face, or if we wrote it in a note and passed it across the classroom. We've all made those horrible, awful tweets or comments.
Like, what do you want from people? To, like, apologize in advance for, like, everything they've ever done?
Yeah. Or, like, be mind readers and be like, oh, society's going to be here, so I can't do this, this, and this because
Right.
it's not going to be acceptable in 50 years.
Right.
Please get over yourself.
Especially, like, a lot of people were commenting on Tana's video being like, girl, if you're gonna kick Brooke off of this podcast, then this couch better be empty because you have your own things. Everybody does.
Yeah.
But especially her. But it's like, yeah. It's like the lobster, or what is it, the crab theory? We're all dragging each other down to get on top. We're all gonna end up at the bottom.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we've talked about it way back before. It's like, there's no problem with changing your mind.
No.
There's no problem with changing. If you're a hypocrite, that's one thing. But if you are actively changing, wonderful. I don't know. Speaking on that, though, that actually, again, I don't have his permission yet to share the beautiful letter that my brother wrote to his girlfriend, which he was then able to share with my parents, and my mom shared with me. Absolutely beautiful. Brought me to absolute tears. But in that conversation, goes with the fact that I know this whole time I haven't been acting very Christian-like and everything. I know that! But I'm going to read this anyway. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. All this is from God, who through Christ reconciled us to himself and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. So yeah.
Yeah.
We are all through Christ new beings. The old has passed away. The new can come. I am a personal living testament to the fact that although I'm still a garbage human being, that will never change. I'm a garbage human being who knows they are a garbage human being and can only be a not garbage human being through the power and love and redemption of Jesus. I gave my life back to Jesus, and I've never been happier. It's a good time. Jesus is a cool dude. I highly recommend it. It's a good time.
I recommend him.
I highly recommend him. But no, I've also seen that massive change in my brother, even in just this one letter that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
From what he was to what he hopefully will become. Huge improvement, even just this short time. So, I'm really excited. If our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ can help me and my brother, who are complete disasters of human beings, then anybody can do it. So, it's good stuff. Like I said, highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
Whoa.
You know it's legit now. Oh my. On that note, I
we
have
should
to
wrap it
pee like a freaking racehorse, man.
All right.
Lots of water. So they're all just going straight to the bladder, right?
Forceps.
Yep. Actually, I had one more thing I almost forgot. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Talking about peeing like a racehorse.
Oh God.
Have you? Okay.
Probably.
So, as if I didn't already... Who's here?
My mom.
That's awkward. Sorry she has to be subject to this. As if I didn't have enough problems going to the bathroom in public as it already is. For some odd reason, I can't believe I'm going to say this. When I go to pee. So, okay, let me back up. So, you know sprinklers, right? The old-fashioned...
Unrelated.
No, totally related, actually.
No,
So-
I know. I'm just kidding.
So, you know how sprinklers, like the old-fashioned sprinklers, where it goes like the... That is the sound of my pee stream. Not... It doesn't actually do the start-stop, kind of like the... Just the sound of it, though.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. It is a new development, and I have no answers for it.
So it's not. Okay.
So it's not solid and then stilted.
Uh-huh.
It's solid the whole time, but just the sound sounds like the.
Does it or just? I can't make that sound apparently.
It does the.
So it switches.
It switches. It does a remix on me, and I'm like, I can't go in public no matter what now because what if this starts
This is
up?
new?
What if I start DJing in the bathroom?
Wait, this is a new
This
situation?
is a new development. This is a new skill of mine that I've come to have.
Skill is an interesting choice.
Oh my
Go to the doctor. I know you won't.
god. I won't. I just thought you should know. I thought everybody should know. I got a sprinkler system. I don't know what's happening.
Wow. It just sounds like that.
It just sounds like it.
Does it feel like it?
Nope.
Okay.
Just the
Good
sound.
thing we covered that. And it's not hitting the bowl like that.
Nope.
So where's the sound coming from?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
If anyone is a doctor, if anyone is
Is
a
your
urologist,
cousin a doctor?
I am not asking him that.
So ask it like a hypothetical. Ask it on my behalf. Pretend it's me.
You know what? Actually, I probably could straight up ask him.
No, pretend it's me if you really don't want to. You know my friend Mary Grace, when I do the podcast with, she...
You know what? No, I will ask him. Not on your behalf. Just straight up.
Okay.
Hey, my pee sounds like this. What's up?
That may sound like an old sprinkler.
Yeah.
And what if he's
Get
like,
him used to
go to a doctor?
No, I won't do that. I won't do that.
Now, are you worried?
No.
Okay.
Just slightly.
Curious.
It's just inconvenient because I have yet another
Oh, 'cause
reason
of the
to not
public.
be able to go in public.
Who cares what it sounds like?
You know what? There was this one time I was going down to Ohio, and the number 2 hit, and it was a non-negotiable hit. I had to go in, like, the rest stop on the side of the highway kind of thing. Freaking out. I'm, like, in the car, ready to go right then and there.
Yeah.
Trying to convince myself, like, you have no option. You're going to have to do it. You have to. It's either this or the side of the road, and that's not an option, really. So I run in there, and thank God, it sounds counterproductive, but thankfully the place was really busy.
Yeah.
So dryers are going,
Yeah.
the sinks are going, all the toilets are going all at the same time. So I picked one all the way in the back, and I just did the constant flush.
Yeah.
The flush and go, the flush and go, the flush and go. I wasted so
1,
much
2,
water.
3. Evacuate. Stop. Okay, go.
Yep, that was exactly it. I highly, yep. That's the way the world works. And on that beautiful, wonderful, delicious note,
Concerned.
we will see you, or we not see you because we're lame.
Don't look at
we
us.
Don't.
We'll talk at you.
We'll talk at you.
Comment
next-
down below since you can do that.
Yeah. Usually I was like talk at you next week, but now we're on like a double whammy week. So who knows? Just whenever it comes out, we'll talk at you.
Then we'll be talking at you. Whenever you hit play is when we'll be talking at you.
And speaking of that, if you're listening to this, go back and listen to I think it's I Like Dude Smells. We got no plays on that.
There's 2 that have none.
There's 2?
It's I Like Dude Smells, and then it's like one in between that.
What?
I don't remember if it's
Folks,
before or after.
We have a
but
grand total of like 5 listeners. You gotta come through, guys.
share the podcast. Send it to somebody.
You gotta let people know. We're delights. Everybody should know us. We are the most amazing people that you don't want to talk to. Don't talk to us, but we're great. You should. Oh yeah. The creature in my shower.
What?
You named it the creature in my shower. I love it. I love the fact that you're coming up with these great names and I don't have to think about it.
I'm not even coming up with them. I just skip through until someone says something funny and then I name it that.
You're lying. Nothing else has 0 plays.
Really? Maybe I'm tripping.
I mean, we just published The Creature in My Shower, so that hasn't gotten a play yet.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Maybe it was... I actually have no clue what I was talking about then.
You're full of it.
Maybe I'm thinking of the new one. Alright, well. Go listen to that one.
Yeah. We only got a few plays on some of them. We're delights. We're hilarious. Everybody should listen to us all the time.
Well, just pretend it's like any other podcast. Put us on and do your laundry or something.
Pretend we actually know
So
what we're
now-
talking about, and it's all facts, and you're learning something new every day.
We always back up our information with reliable sources.
Straight out the butt. All right. Say bye, Reginald. Very good.
Bye, Reginald.
Talk at you next time. Bye.
Bye.